Hello, my name is Bryant or Bishwambara. I presume I'm going to be dealing with some devotees. I'm just going to be providing a running commentary on a picture set of this tiny house box truck build. So I chose this as the platform to build on. It's a Isuzu NPR with a 14-foot box on the back of it. It's extremely maneuverable in the city and quite spacious back there. Right now I have it leveled up in my driveway. Um, but yeah, it's got the 3.6 liter four-cylinder turbo diesel in it. Got about 190,000 miles. It's gonna last forever. Probably another 300,000 miles with um, with adequate maintenance and stuff. They're just known to run and run and run and run. Here's a shot of it from a little bit of a distance. My whole intended design was that I wanted it to be incognito. I wanted it to look like a work truck and not a house that somebody was living in. I didn't want it to look like an RV that was sitting in a parking lot. I wanted it to be um, obscure. So the back of it appears like a roll-up door, but actually it's not. It's hinged at both the bottom and the top. I designed it so that it could split apart and provide a deck to stand on or sit on, and a little canopy, to provide some shade. Um, I never really got around to it, but something could be done to provide a little bit more bracing there for the top. It is a bit heavy, but yeah, great feature. Coming around to the side, this is the side entrance. I don't know if you saw in the previous picture that showed the side entrance, but it's got a faux bar lock on it, which is kind of cool. Um, so I have it all sided with cedar. The whole interior is actually sided with cedar in here. Bamboo wood flooring. Here's a nice interior shot, kind of showing you how spacious it is. There's more than enough room to stand up and walk around in here, unlike the Sprinter van builds that most people purchase. I designed it so that half of the truck, or a little bit more than half of the truck, is built up on like a deck here that allows a lot of underneath storage. So I have these drawers that you can pull out and put clothes in. And I also have some trap doors here that allow for you to throw all sorts of um, anything you want in there. Uh, Sitting right there in that closest little storage bay is my diesel heater, and then that's also where I put some, knick-knack screws and hangers, and I usually keep tools and stuff right down in here. You can also see that underneath the deck I have 1.5-inch rigid foam insulation all throughout, and then the places that are not, elevated, are all, I think, 1/2-inch rigid foam insulation with the bamboo flooring on top. So here's the bathroom. The tiles are not actually secured with mortar and grout. I used a flexible, really strong construction adhesive, Sikaflex, and uh, and silicone uh, in between the tiles. So it's extremely waterproof and flexible. So no matter if the truck is shaking around or anything like that. I've got a 1/4-inch 1x4 tongue and groove cedar all the way up. This is all reclaimed wood, which is kind of cool. And it's got a bajillion layers of polyurethane on it. I have this is a propane camping shower. Yeah, so nice hot showers in there if you need. When that rear door is closed, I have some extra storage space back here. Usually I put toilet paper or shampoo or hang a broom or something like that back there. One of the nicest features in here is, because I don't have any windows, is I have these nice big skylights. You can open them up and get a nice breeze in there, but they provide a ton of natural light. It is just one of the best things to be sitting in here and get all this natural light coming in. Here's a shot with them open. You can see my cherry tree beyond there. And this is also how I kind of get up and clean the roof as I kind of pop through. Depends on, if you're a thin build or whatever. Um, I have two huge solar panels, putting in about just shy of 600 watts of solar power. And I also have two vent fans there, one forward and one aft, so that I can get some circulation going. One can suck in and one can blow out. Here's my kitchen setup. Um, I have this 3-burner cooktop that used to be part of a stove cooktop. I cut the stove off of it. That's also propane. Stainless steel sink, nice big stainless steel sink. This countertop, I made this out of a bamboo mat. I ripped the matting off the back and arranged it, and then I epoxied over the top of it. So I thought it was super cool, super unique countertop. Also reclaimed 1x4 inch tongue and groove cedar back there. Got a couple outlets. Got this nice singular faucet. Yeah, and the countertop was made out of I think 1.25 inch plywood, some really thick, rigid stuff. Yeah, so here's the cooktop. Works great off of propane. Can have 3 things cooking at once, and yeah, I've always liked it. I have one of these Angle 12-volt, incredibly quiet refrigerators. It doesn't bother me when I'm sleeping or anything like that. Always keeps the food super cold. And I have it on drawer slides, so you can push it in, get it out of your way, or pull it out when you need to use it. Tons of storage underneath the kitchen space for utensils and plates and spices. And I have a fresh water down there with a little pump thing to fill. And I have it drain into a 5-gallon bucket. There's a little tap so that you can let it flow outside onto the ground. There's another little storage space to the left there where you can put pots and pans, and there's plenty of space. Also those hooks, I put garbage and recycling bags on there. If it's unsightly or you have guests over, you can always close this curtain. I usually kept it open, never bothered me. I also have my little custom-made paper towel holder up there, and a fruit hammock, and some other little things. This is what I used as an altar. So I kept my little Gorney Thai deities up here, and some books and other little knickknacks. And it's really nice. They're super sturdy. They're built into the frame of that shower wall there, and I have them on brackets too. Here's the interior of the rear door. It's just paneled with 1/4 inch plywood. Actually, I think it's 3/4 inch plywood. Sorry. And then I have a curtain over the top of it, just to make it look a little bit more homely. These are the custom cabinets that I made. They're nothing special, but I kind of liked the whole sliding door concept, so I gave it a shot and made these little door slides on the table saw. The cedar surround there was all reclaimed. All right, yeah, I have 2 really high quality medical grade 100 amp hour batteries. So you got 200 amp hours of power in there. And I have a DC to DC converter so that if the truck is running, it can also feed the batteries. There's a 2,000 watt pure sine wave inverter. So things that don't run off of 12 volt, you've still got your 120 volt power there. You need to charge your phone or anything like that. This is if you can turn the inverter on and off, but this is what's powering those outlets that are by the kitchen sink. So this is looking the other way. The lower section here, I have this queen size bed that also pulls out on drawer slides. So you can lean it up like a couch here, or you can pull it down, and it is definitely room enough for 2 people, or 1 person if you like to roll around a lot. It's no problem. So plenty of space. And I was really proud of myself for making these little legs, this little sort of mid-century modern bed legs. I don't know, it took me a long time to figure that out. I don't have like a lathe or anything. Everything's all cedar. Everything that is cedar in this, other than the bathroom and stuff, has been coated with a couple coats of linseed oil. So it's got a nice color and texture to it. It's really stunning. Behind the bed and underneath, there's also tons of storage. Storage was kind of a big priority for me. And that little square down there is actually a cubby that that's open and available from with the door open, so you can kind of throw your shoes in that cubby. This was just a space that I needed to fill, and so this is the 1/4 inch 4x8 piece of plywood, and it actually ended up being a really good thing to project movies onto. That's what I did with that space. Is I had movie nights and I projected onto it. It's really nice. I have this little meditation corner. Made this pillow, and I have the double-sided sticky tape down with the peacock feathers and stuff like that. And yeah, you could do anything with this corner. This was a feature that I actually never ended up using. I thought that I was going to project it a different way, use my projector in a different way. And this is where I designed to keep my laptop up on. Yeah, so with it open, you can see I have like power coming to there and an HDMI cable. And I was going to route it down by that little electrical closet so that when you're like sitting on the couch, you could play the movie, but it'd be up, the laptop would be up and out of the way. And you know, it's just easier. Never ended up using it for that though. This is a light that I made. The house that I was living in when I built this was like a Frank Lloyd Wright style house, and Frank Lloyd Wright was inspired by Japanese art and architecture, and so I don't know. I just saw this in one of those books, and I was like, hey, I could recreate that easily. And it does throw off a pretty interesting glow. They're car headlights. It runs off of 12 volts, so you actually have a low and high beam, which is funny. Now moving to the exterior, this is the black tank. It's also custom made. I believe it's about 30 gallons. It's harder than heck. It's made out of like a bajillion layers of fiberglass and fiberglass mat. And you got the I believe it's a 4-inch outlet there. And this is for the gray water for the shower. It just dumps into this 5-gallon bucket that I've strapped to the side. You know, something else could be done with this, or it could be put into a tank. I just leave the tap open, and nobody's ever said anything. You know, I use eco-friendly soaps and stuff like that. This is where my pump and the diesel heater amenities are. Right there on the right is the diesel heater tank, and diesel heater pumps out some great heat. It lasts for a long time. Probably a couple days in the winter with just that one thing. It just sips the diesel fuel, which is cool. And then behind those bags, with those insulated bags, here's my SureFlow pump, and it picks up the water from my main freshwater tank, which is between the frame rails of the truck down here. This is the inlet and exhaust for the fuel for that diesel heater inside. And also the main freshwater line, the blue one running off to the right. So yeah, I found I don't know why I have two pictures of that, but anyway, so I found a RV freshwater tank that just happened to be the exact size to fit in between the frame rails of this truck. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to use that space, and also it's weight balanced. You know, I don't have because water is heavy. I don't have like a huge water tank on one side of the truck or the other side of the truck. It's so firmly secured in there, and there's a little port on the side of the truck to fill the fresh water from. And then I have this storage underneath. This is where I keep the propane tank and some tools and hoses and whatever else. The sewer dump hose, which I make sure to wash out very well. And yeah, it definitely needs a coat of paint, but I didn't mind. You know, it locks. I have a brand new lock set on there, but I didn't mind because, you know, I wanted it to look like a work truck, incognito work truck. So thank you for watching my little tiny house spiel, and hope you like it.